The Los Ratones 2025. Kader tried to find the closest thing possible to this shy in the World Finals, and he had to be Baus. 116.5, every series, let's go. Yeah, the Los Ratones is Baus, Kadral, Velja, Nemesis, Crowny, and Reckless. That is the Los Ratones roster for 2025. They have a world champion. Look at him. No surprise Nemesis took the offer. Guys, I don't think they get paid. Guys, I don't think any of these players get paid by Kadral. All of them just get exposure. Like Kadral and Baus. I mean, Kadral is the biggest league streamer, and Baus is one of the biggest league streamers. Probably up there with Tyler One, Kadral. I don't know. I mean, excluding. I don't know if eBay counts or not because this guy does everything. But they got, yeah, it's free labor. It's free labor, but it's worth it because Kadral has the numbers. So. And this is a content team.
I'm starting an esports team in League of Legends.
Okay!
Some of you might be surprised, some of you might have already kind of gotten the hints over the last few months on the stream. And I think some of you are probably going to try and click through the stream to find...
Kadra is making this video when he's washed. Look at his hair, he's washed.
I'll tell you straight away, we'll get into it now. No faffing about. The roster is the Baus top lane, Velia in the jungle, Nemesis mid lane, Crowny AD carry, and Reckless on support. I'll be the coach, and the team name is Los Ratones.
Los Ratones!
In the future, when it comes to like analysts and other coaches and people around us, but that's the main core right now. I've got a little notebook to run you through the things that I can say and the things that I can't say. So bear with me as I like start looking down all the time. Yeah, I had a lot of options for 2024 moving into 2025. There was definitely like one big project that I wanted to do to try and contribute to the scene. The three avenues that I could have gone down for 2025 was, one of them was the SLC, which is essentially was going to be the Streamer League Championship, where I was going to get like 8 to 10 creators from across Europe to make their own.
Oh,
teams.
He's talking about like the options here. I see.
Similar to the Kings League model.
I was wondering what is that because I never heard about that.
You are familiar with it. Unfortunately, that was a bit too hard to pull off. One of the other avenues was an NA Challenger team, but I don't really know the region that well, and the time zones were a bit tricky.
I feel like NA Challenger team is not worth it. For sure for Kadal, I feel like it would be much better to have it in Europe.
The promotion spot, the LCS, was quite enticing. So I decided to go for making a team here in Europe, and yeah, it was such an easy process with these guys. It was kind of like making a 5v5 ranked challengers team if you're an old school league player, and everyone was just really excited.
Isn't Kadral has a 100% loss record as a coach?
To get started and make the team. And the idea behind this was...
I have no clue. I don't think Kadral was a coach, was he?
Team that's competitive, but also really fun for you guys and good content to be able to watch. We didn't want to make a team with 5 ex-pro players that would just win the league. I think that's a bit boring. We didn't want to make a team that was 5 content creators because they might not be competitive and lose. That's a bit boring. We wanted a team that was competitive and fun. So for that reason, one of the main things that's going to be happening next year is all of our scrims will be public. And when I say all of them, I mean, yeah, pretty much everything will be public.
Yeah, I mean, this is the point of making a content team. You basically make sure that everything is broadcasted because you want to, I mean, this is a content team, but it's a content team that is trying to compete in an ERL league to win it. Like, they will for sure play to win, but they will stream their scream, which makes sense.
Including feedback sessions from, you know, reviews and running through different strategies or whatever. Obviously, some of it will be behind closed doors, the ones that are really important on match days and stuff. And if we scrim an LEC team, for example, they probably will request us to not stream the scrims. But the majority of what we will do...
Hey, I don't think they will scrim LEC teams. I mean, maybe. But, I mean, maybe. I guess you have Nemesis, you have Velja, you have Baus, you have Reckless, Crowny, maybe.
It will be public. So how
I don't see it, but
the roster get formed. I mean, they're all just like homies, you know. They're all like friends. Which
bro,
like,
I would pay to see Los Ratones against G2 Esports. That would be a fucking banger.
Start off. I did want one rookie on the roster at least, and Velia is a player who maybe a lot of you are not familiar with. He broke the record for one of the highest win rates in Challenger recently, and I think he's a person that no one's really given him a big ERL chance yet. So he's someone that we really want to work with and try and grow to become a strong player at the end of next year to join the LEC in the future. And of course, Baus, the Inter. A lot of people are going to be like, Gabriel, Baus is going to run it down.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Inter.
His style is Inter.
He's right. He's right.
We're going to fine-tune a few things here and there. I don't want to change his style too much. And I think a lot of you, if you know the Baus, you'll know that he has really good mechanics. And I think that if we just kind of hone and fine-tune those skills, I think he'll be absolutely fine. We're not sure which league we're going to play in yet. There's one which we're kind of looking at. Nothing's locked in yet, so we're still figuring out what we're going to do. But we will be competing next year. When it comes to long-term goals, I'm not too sure. We're going to take it step by step. Obviously, we want to reach the pinnacle of Europe and the highest competition. But how?
I think every league in Europe, so every ERL league, if you win it, you have the chance to play in EU Masters. So the pinnacle of Europe for non-LAC teams is EU Masters. That is the highest you can go. And right now, I'm not talking about winning LFL or LVP or the German, Polish, or whatever other leagues there are. I'm talking purely from the standpoint of having the most international competition still in Europe, within Europe. I think that's winning EU Masters.
How we get there yet is kind of undetermined.
And who enters EU Masters is, I think it's the winner of each league. And some leagues have more slots than the others. So for example, the French and the Spanish, I think they get more slots because normally, historically, these leagues were higher level than other leagues. For the English league or the Polish league or the German league, I think you get 1 or 2 in play-ins or something like this.
Start off somewhere, and this is how we'll start. So I hope you guys are excited. If you think this roster is crazy or any of the things that I've said are crazy so far, we've got a few other things that you're going to see over the next few weeks, which you might think are even crazier. I can't reveal anything yet, but just stay tuned for some pretty crazy news. I'm going to give this project my all. I've always wanted to find a way to start a team, and I feel like I'm in a place right now where I have the capability to do that. And most of that reasoning is because of you guys, because of your support to the stream and your support to all the content that I've been making over the last few years has allowed me to have this kind of level of platform to be able to start these kind of projects. So thank you so much to you. I hope you support me and all of us and the players on our journey next year through all the competition. And yeah, stay tuned for some exciting updates. And yeah, thank you guys.
Red Bull League of its own. Oh my god, actually? Red Bull League of its own? Wait. What if the XDD King invites his roster to Red Bull League of its own where they can compete against T1 roster? The T1 roster that won Worlds. And then Reckless can play his former teammates while the Baus, Nemesis, Crowny and Velja can play T1. That sounds insane. That actually sounds insane, yo. I think the XDD viewership is gonna be insane. 40,000 views in 36 minutes. Holy fuck. That roster is way more hard than I was expecting. Best of luck. Los Ratones debuted with one world champion. The roster massive. True. Los Ratones have more world champions in their team than the whole LAC combined. Just saying. Stop sending me this shit. Oh, that is actually, that is